Hello, good people. Welcome to Raw Vegan Rising. My name is Shane Sterling. How are you guys? In this video, we're going to be talking about the basics of how to be a raw vegan. I'm going to slow it down and we're going to talk about some of the very fundamentals you need to know in order to be a successful raw vegan. I have hundreds and hundreds of people contact me and ask me questions on my social media posts and my YouTube videos about how to do this. How do I learn about raw food? How do I learn about vegan foods? Where do I start? I hear these questions day in and day out. So this is kind of a starting guide of how we wrap our minds around being a raw vegan. For one, if you're called to being a raw vegan, I want to congratulate you. Give yourself a big pat on the back, high five, because even thinking about it, even being interested in it is amazing. You are standing at the threshold of a life-changing path. The raw vegan journey is not easy at first in ways. We have to overcome some certain things. I'm going to talk about it. But where this could lead you is going to change your life in the most profound and magnificent ways. We need to be eating high amounts of raw food in our diet for many reasons: physical health, spiritual health, emotional health. So the transformation we can experience can lead us on a whole new path in our life, finding fulfillment, finding purpose, finding meaning, and good attitude, positive outlook in ways maybe we've never experienced. This is profound. Okay, we're going to start at tip number 1 here. I've got 7. Okay, this is the 7 basics of how we start as a raw vegan. The first one I wanted to mention is addressing the fear around raw food. We're indoctrinated by our society to think that we need to eat animals to be healthy, for one, and that raw food means we're going to be nutrient deficient and we're going to lose weight and we can't maintain raw food as our diet. This is not true, okay, because we're talking about proteins, carbs, and fats. Those are the 3 macronutrients. There's only 3: proteins, carbs, and fats. So you can eat raw protein, carbs, and fats. You can eat cooked protein, carbs, and fats. The difference is if you eat raw protein, carbs, and fats, it's going to provide your body with all of the minerals, the enzymes, the micronutrients, the phytochemicals, the hormones, the oxygen, the biophotons that are destroyed when we cook our food. Also, the raw undenatured fiber running through our GI tract cleans out parasites, restores the balance of bacteria, provides exceptionally good hormones, because all of our hormones are created in the gut. Okay, so when we run a lot of fiber, raw, undenatured whole fiber through the digestive system, it really takes our health to the next level. When we clean out the gut, we can absorb and digest and utilize our food better. This means we get more nutrition and more energy from less food, which means we aren't going to age as quick. I'm 48 years old. I'm a 48-year-old raw vegan, and people don't believe me when I say it. People think I'm like 30. I even get like 28 or 25 sometimes. Okay, I think within the first year or 2 of being a raw vegan, I dropped like 10 years off of how I looked. I work out at the gym. I make sure I'm fit and healthy, 100% raw, and it's completely transformed the way I look and feel. I feel the best I've ever felt in my life. So we don't need to be afraid of how society views raw food. We've got to walk through this threshold of fear and indoctrination and realize that we're going to eat raw protein, raw carbs, and raw fats. It's really easy. Okay, on to number 2. We really need to focus on what we can eat and not just what we can't eat. Because the first step, we're going to think, whoa, I can't eat beans, I can't eat grains, I can't eat all of these foods I'm used to eating. So instead of thinking about what we can't eat, let's focus solely on what we can eat. All right, we want to focus on what we can achieve. This is mindset now. We're talking about using the power of our mind to overcome our limitations. This is essential if we're going to be a raw vegan. It's actually essential if we're going to be an effective human being in the world at all. Okay, so we're going to use the power of our mind to focus on success, focus on what we can achieve, and focus on what we can eat. So when we go into the grocery store, we walk into the produce section and we see bounty. We see an abundance of colorful foods, the rainbow, all of the fruits and vegetables. We can also eat all of the raw nuts and seeds, which are sometimes on the shelves in the grocery store. So you can walk around the grocery store and see all the raw things that you can eat. It's actually quite wonderful. And you realize that all of the foods that are in packages and in boxes and in jars and bottles are dead food. It's cooked, it's denatured, it's pasteurized. These foods are void of some of the key components that our body needs to thrive at the highest level, being undenatured fiber, enzymes, hormones, oxygen, phytochemicals, and biophotons, living light particles in the food that our cells actually utilize for energy. The living enzymes in raw food bring these biophotons into our cells, metabolizes energy, and give us everything we need. Okay, it's a lot different than eating cooked food. When we eat cooked food, we're creating a huge digestive burden in our body. It takes days to digest sometimes, and it's really not giving our body the energy that it really needs. So we're focusing on what we can eat and not what we cannot eat. Okay, it's an important thing to realize. The power of our mind can change everything. Number 3, set yourself up to win. Okay, we've got to make sure we have everything we need to be a raw vegan, which means we need to have raw foods around us. If we are hungry and there is no raw food in the house, guess what's going to happen? We're going to eat the cooked food. We're going to eat the junk food. We're going to eat the animal products, whatever is available and convenient. So we need to make it available and convenient to eat raw foods, which means we go to the grocery store and we shop. And we make sure our refrigerator is filled and our counters at home are filled with fruits, watermelons, bananas, dates. Speaking of dates, do you know that I buy 70-pound boxes of dates from Del Real Dates in California? They're my favorite medjool dates, and I have a big 70-pound box of dates on my counter. I go through maybe in a couple months, but they're wonderful. Dates are filled with protein, filled with fiber, filled with minerals. They're very detoxifying. They're anti-parasitic, easy energy for your body. So having the foods around on our counters and in our refrigerator is essential to when we're hungry, we can turn to salad, we can turn to fruit, we can make a smoothie. We need to have all of those ingredients available to us, okay? So making your favorite raw foods available at all time is key. And maybe you're going on a little trip, maybe you're going on a day trip in the car. Bring food with you. Pack a little bag or a backpack filled with some bananas, some dates at very minimal, just to make sure you have something so you don't have to stop at the fast food place. You know what I mean? Let's prepare, and that's going to set us up to win, okay? Number 4, this is an important one. Okay, we have to choose our vision rather than the past, because what's going to happen by default? We're going to default to our past habits. We're going to default to past belief systems from our society. Even the past narrative that says we evolved eating meat and that our brains have become bigger because of eating meat. Actually, our brains have become bigger from eating fruit and the calorie availability in fruit, not heavy digestive burdens, definitely not cooked food. We are calorically opportunistic. Yes, we will eat cooked food if it's available to us, but we are smart and we want to make a better choice for our health, a better choice for self-love, a better choice for energy, vitality, anti-aging, being available mentally and emotionally for people we love, and finding meaning and purpose in our life that's bigger than ourselves. Raw food does that, okay? Raw food is a good vision to hook into for your life. It gives you something to believe in. It gives you something to work toward. We all need a mission in life. We all need to work towards something bigger than ourselves, some sort of service. And if we're raw vegan, we are in massive service to the planet environmentally, massive service to the animals who are factory farmed, massive service to ourselves, and massive service to future generations. So it's a great vision to have. And in personal leadership, we have to realize that we create the present moment, the results we have in the present moment. Fitness, strength, vitality, all comes from what we're envisioning. We see ourselves as fit. We see ourselves as successful. We see ourselves as a raw vegan. Without that vision, you will have the default. The default is pain and struggle and looking good and protecting yourself and protecting your shame and your embarrassment and binging on food you're not proud of and then judging and blaming yourself. Those are the default patterns. So hook into your vision and give yourself that future to work toward. Okay, number 5, clean out the gut. Okay, there's nothing more important than running undigestible cellulose fiber through the gut. People say we can't digest cellulose. We're not supposed to digest cellulose. Our body actually requires large volumes of raw, undenatured cellulose to be healthy. Cleaning out the parasites, cleaning out the biofilms, cleaning out plaques that will inhibit digestion and absorption. So if we want to be vital and look good and feel good and reverse aging and have amazing energy, we've got to clean out the gut. That requires large amounts of raw fiber, undigestible fiber. Okay, so roughage, raw fruits and vegetables, salads, smoothies, tons of fruit. Okay, cleaning out the gut can also entail cleansing, like juice fasting. If you go into the description below, I have a juice fast guide, a detailed guide on bowel detoxification. It's a free download for you. Just go download that and you can see a protocol that I've used with my clients for many years now. I've helped hundreds of people detox their gut with this protocol. Juice fasting is one of the quickest, easiest ways to detoxify the bowels. It's not a diet, it's not a lifestyle. This isn't something we do ongoing. It's a temporary intervention for cleaning out waste, mucoid plaque, biofilms, and things that inhibit our health. And we do this temporarily so we can then adjust to a healthier diet and lifestyle. Okay, so go into the description and download my guide on how to do a juice fast and why you need to do one. Okay, that leads me to number 6. We need to focus on smoothies, fruit monomeals, and salads. This is the core. This is the crux of success as a raw vegan. This is what I do to put on muscle, to be strong, to have a good physique. You know, I work out at the gym. I need to have a lot of calories. I need to have fats. I can't live on fruit. I have to have a good balance of macronutrients, raw proteins, raw carbs, and raw fats. So the way I do this is smoothies, fruit monomeals, and salads. Before I work out, I'll make a big smoothie with lots of calories. I'll add superfoods. I'll add flax seeds for some good healthy omega-3s. I'll pack in maybe 1,000 calories early in the day so that I have energy to work out and put on muscle and be fit and feel amazing. Okay. Then in the afternoon, maybe I'll have a fruit monomeal, like an entire meal of one fruit. This is powerful because it allows the body to digest all of this nutrition with very little effort. Mixing food is not always desirable. Okay, smoothies are great because it's homogenized into one easy to digest, blended substance. That's great. But when we think of like recipes, the way we put cooked foods together, sandwiches with bread and fats and meats and all this stuff, very hard to digest. And it's going to create such immense burden on the body that we will age quickly and we will feel like crap. So it's not healthy to necessarily mix too much foods. The antidote to that is fruit monomeals. Don't mix your food. Eat one food at a time. Sit down and eat 5 cucumbers. Sit down and eat a huge papaya. Sit down and eat 1 melon as a meal. It makes you feel great. It cleans out your gut, anti-parasitic, running tons of cellulose through the gut, helps keep you clean, helps you keep you energized. Okay, and then at dinner time, we can stock up on some good healthy proteins in our salads. We can use pumpkin seeds. The other thing I like is sunflower seeds, hemp seeds. I make a dressing with hemp seeds. And we can pack in the greens. We can use all kinds of high protein foods at dinner time in our salads. Sprouts, for instance, are very high in protein, easy to make at home on your countertop, very healthy for the gut, cleans you out, keeps you energized, easy to digest. My favorite is sprouted lentils. You can do sprouted chickpeas. You can do sprouted peas, sprouted azuki beans. Those are 4 that are easy to sprout. And you can put those on your salad, get high protein, My salads at night are usually about 30 grams of protein. And when we're talking about raw protein, we're talking about much easier to digest, much easier to absorb. So your body is getting more protein from less food and easier to utilize protein. This is why I don't look 48. This is why I'm somebody who looks like I'm 28, but I'm actually 48, because the raw foods, the sprouted foods, create less digestive burden and give you more from it, okay? So smoothies, fruit monomeals, and salads are one of the ways you can really make a raw vegan diet work for you. Number 7 is maybe the most important, and I've saved it for last. This is not something you can overlook, so pay attention and listen carefully. Accountability. Who do you have in your life that's reflecting back to you that you are on the right track with raw food? Who do you have around you saying, wow, you look and feel amazing. I'm so inspired by you. I want to do this too. Raw food is a great idea. Congratulations. Go, go, go. Probably nobody, okay? We have to create our own accountability. When I first went raw vegan, I created a community around me. I started with social media, but it's led to my group coaching program called Raw Vegan Heroes. Raw Vegan Heroes is a group I created for my own accountability, and it's grown into a movement. People from all over the world are part of this community celebrating the raw vegan movement. Being a raw vegan, celebrating together, giving reflection and inspiration to each other about the raw vegan path, the journey of health and healing and vitality, and anti-aging. If you want to look and feel amazing, you need accountability. You need a high level of accountability. I recommend you join my group, Raw Vegan Heroes, and experience for yourself how a community and a membership can create accountability that will take you to the next level. We'll make a raw vegan diet easy. This is easy stuff when we have friends to talk to, when we see recipes being posted every day. So Raw Vegan Heroes is available to join. In the description box below. There's a link. Okay, go check that out. Join Raw Vegan Heroes because it is going to ensure your success. There is absolutely no way we will ever be successful as a raw vegan unless we have others around us in a community. If we're left to our own devices, we will isolate, we will self-sabotage, and we will ultimately drift back to our default patterns that got us stuck in the first place. If you're trying to overcome your health problems, if you're trying to take your life and your meaning and your work and your purpose to the next level, it's essential that you join Raw Vegan Heroes and get this accountability and reflection back that you are a raw vegan hero on an amazing path of awakening and enlightenment in your own life. You know, so I'm here. I'm the main coach in the group. I have an assistant coach. I do an hour weekly live stream answering questions. There's 270 amazing people from all over the world right now as of today, and growing fast. This is a movement, and I see thousands of people joining this group in the near future. So come in and be part of this growth and this movement forward as we awaken together and create extreme vitality, health, anti-aging, and just a beautiful species. Don't you want to be part of a beautiful species? Humanity, beautiful, loving, kind, creating win-win everywhere we go. That is what being a raw vegan is all about. Okay? So we covered some basics here. How to go raw vegan, how to be an empowered raw vegan with your diet and your lifestyle. So I hope this is helpful. You know, we got to slow it down sometimes to understand that it's possible that proteins, carbs, and fats don't have to be cooked. They can all be raw. You know, that's the key. Smoothies, fruit monomeals, and salads is the way I've done it. See you all in the next one. Sending you so much love. Have a great day, everybody. Love you guys. Bye-bye.